Nice to meet you. I'm William. Currently, I'm a CEO and co-founder of Verihubs. Today, I'm presenting about the experience of mine in Korea when I am pursuing the PhD in Korea. I'm a PhD from Inha University, Korea, and I graduated in 2017. When I graduated from the university, I got Outstanding Researcher Award from the Inha University. And before I started my own startup, I was a faculty member in one of the university in Indonesia. And I am a paper author of CVPR, ICCV, and TPMI, which are the top three of research publication in computer vision in all around the world. Also, I'm currently actively reviewing paper in those conferences and journals. I would like to share about my experience when I started my PhD in Korea. Before I started my PhD in Korea, I attended a summer school, also in Inha University, when I did my bachelor degree in Indonesia. During the time when I did summer school at 2010, I visited many places such as KBS or Samsung Electronics, and the technologies of Korea make me want to start my study in Korea. Also, I have like international experience when I did summer schools. And the experience when I do the summer schools is really important. It's like a turning point of myself where previously I didn't have any interest in research and further studies. And because of I visited Korea at that time, I started to have some interest in research and want to study more, especially in Korea. So after I attended the summer school, I graduated from my university in Indonesia. And then I started to find academic advisor or professors that want to accept me as his students. And I found Professor in Kipak, which is a professor in Inha University, and I joined his laboratory. And when I started my master and doctoral program, which is an integrated programs, I have lots of seniors and juniors and colleagues that are really helpful for me to do research in Korea. Also, I've found that at the first early stage of my PhD degree, I found difficulties to learn to study in Korea, but those people helped me to do the studies much better. And during my study in Korea, there are lots of experiences. And one of the experiences is that I often visited various domestic conferences such as IPIU and also other domestic conferences. Sometimes I attended as a committee, and also sometimes I presented my research as a poster in those kinds of conferences. Also, I've done oral presentations in those domestic conferences. And fortunately, I have several awards, best student paper award from those conferences. And I found that the research community in Korea is very tight relations. They often collaborate each other, and they have periodic conferences, which is the momentum or which is the time to share their current status of their research. And I found that it is very helpful for me to find a new idea and to find the current state of the art, and also have like communication with other research scientists in Korea. And yeah, I have very good impressions about that, about the community, the research community in Korea, especially the computer vision and image processing community. Also, I have attended various international conferences, and yeah, because I have presented in those top conferences, and even though I have never applied. I've never submitted those conferences. My professors give me an opportunity to attend those kinds of conferences, and it is very helpful for me to refine my research ability, my research skill, so that it can our work can be published in those top conferences. And yeah, because of those experience, I don't think that if I go to other countries, especially in Southeast Asia, maybe especially in Indonesia, I don't think that I have those kind of opportunities. And because I've attended my study in Korea, I think the the opportunities comes to me. Yeah, and I'm really grateful to have those kinds of opportunities, because these international conferences always help me to find a new network and a new colleague, and also a new idea to refine the research goal of my research. And yeah, after 6 years experiences in pursuing master and PhD in Korea, I graduated in 2017, and my dissertation at that time was about the depth estimation from non-conventional cameras. So I'm using various non-conventional cameras, such as light field camera, or such as an anaglyph camera, and those like those research has been published previously in top conferences or journals, and I'm really grateful to have those opportunities to do the research and to have publication in those conferences. And finally, all of my works during 6 years are wrapped into one dissertation, which is one of my best results from all of my life. And one thing that I found it is very interesting to do study in Korea, especially PhD, is that there are lots of opportunities in doing various research projects, even though it's industrial projects or it is a government projects. And yeah, I think it is very good experiences for me to do those kinds of projects, especially projects related to industry, such as Samsung project or SK Telecom projects. The deadline is pretty tight, and we have like to provide or to give some results which is above the state of the art. And yeah, because of I got trained from those kinds of projects, industrial projects, I think I can refine my research skill and my mentality and my hard skill to do the better research in the future. And it is very helpful until now, because when I'm doing a new project or new product that I've developed in my own startup, I have those kinds of mentality. So yeah, tight deadline, and we are pursuing the best results, the state of their results, to solve various real-time problems. And yes, when I was doing my PhD, usually my topic was related to depth estimations from stereo camera or from non-conventional cameras, such as anaglyph camera or light field imaging, light field camera. And after I graduated from my PhD and came back to Indonesia and started my career as faculty member and also startup founder, I found that the needs here in Indonesia is to do the image recognitions or explainable face recognitions, and also lightweight deep learning technology. So currently I'm focusing on those kinds of areas. And yeah, for example, for explainable face recognitions, currently the state of the art technology usually just compare two kinds of features embedding and then find the similarity of those features embedding, but we don't know what is the meaning of those features embeddings. And we found that the industries here, the clients of our startups uh, are requiring or needs the explanations about the results. So when we are comparing two images, two face images, and we get some sort of similarity value, they don't satisfy with that, and they want to know why this number is happened. So that's why my research topic recently was focusing on those areas. We want to find an explainable face recognition so that when we compare two images, two face images, we can explain why the results, the similarities like this, especially during the COVID when people are using face masks. They want to know whether the similarity between using face mask and without using face mask can be explainable. And they also want to know whether when the person is doing the face recognition, are they using the face mask or not? So yeah, that's one of my recent topic. And also I have interest in pursuing the lightweight deep learning technology. Why? Because most of the case here is that uh, the process, the server, we don't have much privileges with using the GPU computation. So most likely we are using CPU computations or even mobile CPU computation. So it is very important for us to have like lightweight, small, not small size of the deep learning model, and also the fast computations of the deep learning model. And yeah, it is one of the research topic that we are pursuing right now, and especially in our startup. Also, I have like several other side research topic related to license plate recognitions or object tracking or yeah, object detections or vehicle detection, which solve the real problem in smart city solutions, in smart city problems. Yes, and also yeah, I have currently I have I'm doing joint research with my academic advisors, which is who is Professor Inky Park, and yeah, I'm helping him to do the research related to 3D body pose estimation deep and deep blurring. And yeah, currently we are actively doing discussion to achieve good results, and we are trying to submit the paper, the research in the top conferences also. Yeah, and yeah, even though I've graduated from the University, I still maintain my relation with my academic advisors, and I feel that uh, it is very useful for me, and yeah, to keep my quality, my standard of research. And yeah, it is very, I'm very grateful to have this kinds of opportunity with the Korean scientists. Also, yeah, besides the joint research, uh, I also do focus on doing uh, industry research for my startup. Yeah, we are opening for collaboration with, if you have like interested with Verihubs, we focus on the authentications problem, and one of the solution is using the biometric authentication, which is face or voice authentications. Yeah, I think that's all about me and about my experience when I was doing my PhD in Korea, and also my research, and yeah, the current status of my background and experience. Yes, I think thank you. That's all from me. If you have any question, please feel free to contact me through my emails. I would like to have some discussion about that. And yeah.
Thank you very much for your wonderful presentation, especially you are the only one person from private sector. And also thanks for sharing your successful story, also starting up your startup. We hope your startup become more important. Please.